Oh, and we are live. Looks like it just. All right, everybody, welcome. Impromptu 98 live event. We got Nanya in the house, and he's got an answer for our man Paul Italia, who supposedly has put out a challenge, an answer to your challenge, I guess. If you want to just take it from there.
All right, so yeah, the original challenge. Let me rewind it. Wade Carlson, me, and some other AWU vets made AW 3.5. That garage shit was us. Everybody knows AW 1, that was like the start off one, but 2 and 3, Kotlau ran. 3 was a major success. Everybody knows that. You had a bunch of people there, bunch of elites, bunch of amateurs. It was a great event. Anyway, so Kotlau, for other reasons, whatever, disappeared from the scene. So we made AW 3.5, made these matches, and I flew down there on my own dime, bet $1,000 on my own dime to make it happen, right? So I would say, look at it this way. You're loyal. You're like with the 98, right? Like you came up doing that shit, so you're loyal to them. Like I'm the same way with AWU. I wanted to keep going. So we did 3.5. Hopefully, me and Paul, we'd have good performances and bring Kyle out back. That happened in the garage. We didn't secure no venue. We just made it happen. Wasn't an official event. It was official matches. We had a referee. People saw it. It was legit. Maybe last round, my shoulder wasn't squared, but besides that, everything was legit. But that happens with any other referee, any other match, Wall, Bartwood, whoever. Definitely more competent referees than I see running around at a lot of events up here that were down there. I don't got to say any names, but they should retire from specifically refereeing. But anyway, that's not the point. So anyway, AW 3.5 happened, and we want AW 4. So I challenged Paul Italia. I could have challenged him before. I always planned on challenging him. Honestly, I was going to wait a little bit longer, but the timing was perfect. And I thought to myself, I had 2 options to go after, James English or Paul Italia. I was going to pick one. I figured Paul was the bigger match, the better match, and the match to make AW4 happen. So I want AW4 to happen. That's why I challenged him. That was the original challenge. Now, he's went on his show and tried to use his media mogulness to try to make it seem like something else. Like I called him out. I got to come to him. I got to accept his referee at Travis Bajan's event, all this shit, and let him run it and all that shit. No. The challenge was for AW4. That was the guidelines. Then he came back and said he doesn't want to put up his own money because I challenged him for $1,000 that out of our own pocket. He said, no, I'm not betting my own money. He said, have them put up the prize money. So somebody contacted me. I'll throw his name out here right now because he's an up-and-coming promoter, James Cochran. James Cochran out of Alabama offered to throw the $1,000 cash prize up and he wanted to throw his first event. So listen, I'm all in the spirit of that. I told Kotlau, I was like, what do you want to do? You want to do this or not? He's all game. So that could have been an option to go to that Alabama event with James Cochran.
When is AW4? The date?
Oh, that's to be announced right now. It will be after Winter Blast. Like if we make it happen, it's going to be after Winter Blast.
Oh, so that's a long ways off.
Yeah. Well, it has to be because of Paul's schedule. And honestly, September 23rd doesn't work for me. I'm going to be working in LA for like a month and a half. I'm flying out in a week. So, nobody even knows this. That's my plans. So I'm not betting a $5,000 in that short of time frame. No, like number one, I got to.
So the money takes some time. That's out there that you need some time to gather this money up.
Yeah, no, not that, dude. I got the money already. That's not an issue. But what it is it's a big match and it could be promoted. There's no rush to do this. That doesn't work with my schedule. Doesn't work with Paul's schedule. There's plenty of time to promote this match and get it set up where everybody's happy. So I'm in no rush whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like I said, this was not just to call out Paul Italia, go after Paul Italia. This was go after a name that I would motivate Kotlau to do AW4. You understand?
I do.
Yep.
So, so that is what it's like. So you're definitely not able to do September.
No, for all kinds of reasons. I mean,
Okay, which is
principalities
fine.
too.
Which is fine. But what if, for the same reasons, he won't do AW4? We got to make this match happen. Where's it going to go down?
He's gonna do AW4 because once he speaks to Kyle Lau, the event's gonna be huge. A lot of people are gonna be tuning in, so he's gonna be able to run his channel. He's gonna be able to do whatever he wants. It's gonna be a bigger venue. AW4 will be bigger than Travis Bajan's one event, one off. Now it might be more serious, but AW4 will be a bigger spectacle, a bigger event. And this isn't just me and Paul Italia. We're going to stack the card, obviously, with a bunch of other matches. You know, we're going to get, elites down there, mix it up, So.
Well, that certainly sounds like a conversation for Mr. Kotlow and Mr. Italia to have. Because I don't know if Paul believes in the level of this event. With all that said, let's just say it doesn't work out. I want to extend a neutral ground where no one's in charge. And actually, we don't even like you guys. Come to Winter Blast where no one likes either of you. No, I'm kidding. We both like you guys very much, for real. So either way, it's a neutral ground. But we've all had our beef. We've had our jokes. We have fun, right? So, but I think that would be a super duper fun place. If all else fails, we got you at Winter Blast, and it could be good.
I appreciate that. But like I said, I'm loyal. I'm loyal to people, and like I
don't want to fight that. I don't want to be like, no, fuck them. Come to Winter Blast. I'm saying it doesn't work.
Yeah, but I appreciate what you're saying. But cool. Yeah, we're gonna go through and see what happens, and then we'll take it from there. But yep.
But this is exciting. I know I want to see it, so that's why I'm like, man. And if it can't happen there, and I hope it can happen in a good spot.
I'm coming with a team. I'm coming to this match. It's going to be serious. I'm back from my little enchanted forest. I'm already back in the gym. So
cleared your mind. Have you got spiritually grounded?
I got more optimized, optimistic about society. You're able to vibe with a bunch of people, and everybody's just, and they're like, wow, the world really could be a better place. Yeah. I mean, it just shows you some things. Like, yes, people are on drugs, having fun, this and that, but it's more than that. Like you go to places and people are on drugs and drinking and they're fighting and arguing, all that shit. I can tell you this, there were 17,000 people there, and I didn't see no strife besides the lady losing her cell phone in porta potty and like trying to get it out, and people got there was nothing else going. You know what I mean?
I'm going to fight with number 2.
I don't know, but nah, bro. Yeah, and Paul's funny, Josh. You know it's funny. Like, you look at short guys that are stocky, they always look pretty good, pretty big on camera. And I was like, man, Devin is tall and like he looks like he's skinny and shit. But then when you get actually near him, you're like, holy shit, his
bigger than I thought you were. Right.
His arms are huge. And like, I don't know, like Paul, I don't know if he's used to like taller guys and how they're just bones and shit is naturally bigger. But he keeps saying twig arms. And this is what I got to say. I can't wait to stand next to you, Paul, and when I'm looking down. And I'm pretty sure you might have more bulges of muscles going on. But I bet I'm denser, and I'm probably, my arms will probably be bigger than yours when we get down on that table. 100%.
It's always interesting to see how big someone looks on the table when all you're seeing is torso and arms.
Yeah.
Like, because Paul looks big on the table if you consider that. When you see him standing there, he's not that tall, but on the table, he's a big, wide bitch. So
maybe one day, I think Paul's trying to be as wide as he is tall, and he's getting there. He's getting there. I'll give him that.
Dude's ripped up. I ain't gonna lie, he's swole.
He's gonna be.
So it's gonna be good. I'm excited to see it because you're fast, explosive. You got that wild press, and curious to see where he stands because I know where you stand. I've pulled you, I've felt you a little bit, and I've seen you pull people that I know. So.
Have you pulled him before, Paul?
No. Every time I've been around him, he was injured. He had his busted up biceps and stuff. So
but have you seen him in person? Like, have you stood around him in person?
Yeah.
How little are his hands?
I didn't get I mean, I shook his hand quick. They're not huge, but the size you would expect for a man of his height.
What about like, does he got T-Rex arms, or is his arms like long for his short stature? You think?
He had a big coat on too. That's a tough one to call.
Yeah.
But if anything, I'd say he's a little bit long armed for his. I bet his
Oh.
ape index is plus if I had to guess, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
And he refuses to use a riser, right? He has too much
Yeah,
ego.
he's off the riser, which he says he can't get him to feel comfortable. It's too, he can't get his balance.
You know what? I'm aware. I'm aware some fucking Doc Martens, some fucking Nazi boots or something. Give myself an extra 2 inches too. My levers will be out of this world.
Hey, pull where you're used to though. Don't come in there doing something different. You're gonna miss your lane.
Hey, would it be funny? Is there a certain inch limit? Can I use a riser against Paul if I want to?
Yeah,
and force him to use a riser.
Yes, and honestly, at a certain point, it doesn't benefit you. So yeah.
I'm just saying for psychological warfare, because like if I'm pulling out the riser, just
sure, man.
Because now he has to make a decision. Is he going to get the riser too or not?
Yeah, I don't think there's any rule. Once they figured out that there's no benefit gained by being overly tall,
I wouldn't want to be that. I wouldn't want to be that high. The table is right where I need it.
Yeah, but legally, because by the rules, you're good.
Yeah. I was just wondering.
Yeah, you could do that.
All right. Yeah.
No, clear with the promoter, whoever it may be.
I'm excited. This victory will make me a household name.
Could. Or famous or infamous, man. What's it going to be?
And
what if he just holds you though? What if he just like sticks you in that like?
Well,
and you're just Devin Laring at it.
I don't know, Josh. I don't know, Josh, because as everybody knows, I only have one move. So I'm just gonna do that one move. And I mean, if that one move doesn't work, well, looks like I'm shit out of luck, then, doesn't it?
Is that psychological warfare? I'm just gonna go, man. Sucks to only have one move.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
No, that would be something. I'm not going to say too much, but that would be something to see you come out the brick and just like top roll. Oh man, that'd be something. That's the thing when people think you're a trick corner.
Yeah, they do. They do. A lot of people think a lot of things, though. And a lot of these people that think these things and say these things, do they even really arm wrestle? That's what I want to know too.
So saying what things I missed? Y'all read chat real quick.
Huh?
Saying what things?
What do you mean? Say what things?
You said the people saying these things. Do they even arm wrestle?
People say they know a lot of things. People say they know a lot of things, but do they even arm wrestle? That's what I'm saying. Like armchair quarterbacks is what I'm getting to.
Oh, sure. Oh, there's tons of them.
Yeah. So sometimes people tell me this too. This is another thing. Even AW, people were like, "Oh, cringing on the first pull." They're like, "Break arm position," and I'm like, "Yo, it's not." And even Devin was telling people it's not. It's like, and I'll explain this again.
Now you're behind it.
People are obsessed. People are obsessed that you got to be like this. You got to be like looking evenly with your fist in your eyes, and I'm like, dude, I know what it is. I can be looking away. It's your shoulder getting back and out of a line. I don't need to be looking at my hand to feel when that's happening. And
it's called proprioception.
Say it again. I'll say it again for everybody in the back. I have never intentionally flop pressed in my life. I'll explain this again. The reason you've seen me flop press so much coming up is because I go for that press and I don't go to flop. But what happens is my hand and wrist gets taken, or my shoulder starts going back and I start going out of alignment. My instinctual reaction, my body, is to flop wrist press. You know what happens? You're taking me, I flop. Guess what happens? I'm right good again. When
now you got your shoulder behind it.
Huh?
And now you got your shoulder behind it.
Yeah, it's allowing me to wedge in. Yeah. So like that's why it happens. And honestly, I never want to do that. It's just that's my instinctual what happens. And yeah, I just can't wait for like what's in store and what people are gonna see. But that's all I gotta say is like I pull like that all the time. My elbow never hurts, my shoulder never hurts. Like I'm now, it used to take me 2 weeks to heal up. I could barely work out when I first started arm wrestling. Fuck a blood flow workout, dude. like the next day or the day after, I'm bench pressing again. I'm shoulder pressing again. I'm like actually working out with weights. I'm not laying in bed all sore, can barely move. Like I'm past all that shit. And I believe just my history and laborious work enabled me to shortcut through, like, honestly, when people say you really need to be seasoned, it's what they say 3 to 5 years. I've only seriously been arm wrestling training for 2 years, but it's just specific things I need to season up. And honestly, what I hear people complaining about the most and seems their weakest points are is shoulder and elbow. And honestly, those are my strongest points. So I'm
And I
working on
think,
my weak points.
but guys like you and whoever, just got some guys have it lucky or whatever you want to call it, but that you've done the labor, you've done the right kind of work, you've got the genetic integrity in the right places to where within 2 years you should have it. John Brzezinski said within what 2 years you should have it figured out. If you don't have it by 2 years, not
Yeah.
a new sport.
Yeah.
But I mean that's obviously John being John and a little bit overzealous. I think about that, saying a little bit too. He's a lucky guy, kind of saying from his perspective. But I agree with that a little bit. I think if you're not good, not necessarily like top elite in 2 years, but if you're not figuring out how to arm wrestle, if you don't have a lane in a top row and you can't beat some guys, you probably need a new sport. You're probably just not made for it.
Yep. It's
But I think
dude,
around that area is where everybody kind of comes into the room. So,
yeah, and Josh, it's like this. It's like I explain to people. It's like, listen, even when you're working out intensely, what do you do? 3 hours, and you're like, wow, that was a long workout. Well, I tell people, like, listen, for over 2 decades, almost 3 decades, like logging 10, 12-hour days plus working out, dude.
dude, that's that
That's all kind of
RVJ,
made me.
man.
Yeah,
RVJ
that's
style.
yeah, dude, that's integrity, man. That's so I've done that and managed not to get any injuries in my arms over the time. So like I've built up all that shit where honestly, dude, like it's not really tendons. I need to get my muscles and shit stronger and like just get stronger. But as far as like and I can tell by my recovery now because I had this soreness, dude. It took me 2 weeks before, 3 weeks sometimes after a tournament. But I adapted quick because it was just little things I was missing that was in the arm wrestling, and my body adapted to it. And now I'm like, I get back in the gym, and it's just like another work day after a tournament. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a long work day, like a long work weekend. You know?
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
this is the classic tale of the blue collar guy versus the gym bro. This is it.
yeah. Dude.
I mean,
Hey,
it's
dude,
the hard
perfect
working
matchup,
guy
dude.
that does 8 hours, like running snips and hammering nails and doing the hard work, and then there's the guy that does the hour or 2 hours in the gym and hitting his cardio on the elliptical.
Yeah,
You got your cardio swinging a hammer. So I like the contrast in the styles and the backgrounds. There's a lot of this that it's just exciting. Plus, you two don't like each other, which makes it even better.
and,
Still,
and I'm a natty daddy, and he's the big juice head. So it's like you got that going too. So yeah, everybody out there, anybody who's natty, you should be rooting for me in this match. Honestly, yeah, I mean,
this is like Dollar General Sasha versus RVJ.
yeah, Dollar General.
Like,
Bro, you gave me Dollar
RVJ
Tree,
Sasha
bro.
on Wish. I kid. No, but it's going to be just as good. I can't wait to see the contrasting styles. You guys coming in the same weight? Is that the plan?
He doesn't want to have a weight cap, but nah. I'm 191 right
So you're
now.
around the same weight, though. I thought anyway.
Well, he natural, not fat. He would be like your weight, Josh. Like I reckon.
Probably
So
less, honestly.
yeah, well, yeah, probably. I say
See, I mean, without fat. I mean,
I
Laney's shorter than me. Probably smaller
I
bones, I assume.
I seen a video with Mike Aiello when he first got an arm wrestling scene in New York,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
he was trying to flex his lats and look as big as possible. It's hilarious. If anybody can find that video, he looks so uncomfortable. You come a long way, Paul, from your first time on camera. I can say this: you
He's
came a long
solid.
way. I'll give you credit. Yeah, I don't know what you're taking for that anxiety. You're still in your voice. It's still in your voice, Paul. You need to check that. I hear and sense and feel your anxiety, even when you're talking by yourself on your show, especially when you started off. You're like you got that kind of thing in your voice. I would check that, bro. It's still a little small Italia in there. I'm gonna expose that, and Paul Italia comes with all this over hype type. I'm gonna come in there with. I'll say this: if anybody's ever seen the stare down and the fight with Mirko Krokop and Wanderlei Silva, Wanderlei Silva was always like a ravenous pit bull, and like usually won the stare downs. Mirko Cro Cop is, if you know about him, if you know, you know. He's like a special ops, like he's the type of guy that like comes in a window and slices your throat and shit, like working for the Croatian government. But they came up to the stare down, and go look up that stare down, and that's the difference between me and Paul Italia. All right, he's Wanderlei Silva. He's
Okay,
over
I'm
there.
looking forward to it because he's got the crazy eyes too, and so I've seen him do the axe murderers type stuff. So
Yeah.
you're just gonna Iceman through it, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna need a referee that doesn't get frazzled. That's another thing, because like I noticed, like even down there in Austin, like Ryan Carter, like Wade had to calm him down. He was like, "Is this guy okay?" Wade's like, "No, he gets fired up. He's fine." Like some referees, they don't understand it. Like they think like, "Oh, you're gonna fight or something." It's like, "Yo, it's just stop being a little bitch." Like it's like they're scared they can't handle something if it happens. You need like a tough referee for this match.
You're right. It's definitely
Yeah,
someone who's handled the big dogs.
yeah.
So I know we can get you
Bartwood would be
somebody
perfect.
good. Winter Blast, we can have somebody that can handle it. I guarantee you that. You have your pickup people.
Oh no! I'll tell you this. How's this? How's this? I'll tell you this, man. If Kotlow doesn't come through and we make this happen at Winter Blast, I have one stipulation. I'll come to Winter Blast. Tim Bresden's got to be the ref.
I knew it. Oh,
Yeah, right.
oh I knew it.
Oh, I
I
love
don't
that.
know.
That's must see TV, bro. That's must see TV right there.
All right, well, it's out there. That's one more caveat thrown out there. I don't know if
Yeah.
we can honor that one. I'm not positive he'll be there, but or if Paul would agree. I would have to then give Paul the choice of down ref, I guess. I don't know if that
Yeah.
mattered. If Paul would be down with that, but so I don't know. We'd probably have to choose the ref. It'd probably have to be somebody like Paul Lynn-esque that is just like Switzerland, that ain't gonna
Yeah.
budge, won't fuck with nobody else, isn't on anybody's side. We really
Yeah.
want this to be the neutral zone, the 98, because we welcome everybody. We want
Yeah.
the juice heads. We want
Yeah.
the working man.
So
We
see this.
want y'all.
But see, everybody knows Tim doesn't like Paul, so like eyes are gonna be on him. Tim is gonna have to be biased, but it's just gonna be funny and it's gonna be great. Like Tim is gonna have to call the right shots. Everyone's gonna be on his ass for that. But it's gonna make it more exciting.
Do you know who I would like to have really if I had to just pick somebody because it's for entertainment purposes?
Yeah,
I would like Bart Wood
yeah,
because I think his face would get red. He'd be yelling at you. Oh, he'd just be frustrated and just
yeah.
like a little bit bamboozled by you
I'd
two
vote
in
for
general.
Bartwood, 100%.
That's who I would pick. Like if it was
Yeah,
up to me, like it wouldn't be Paul Lynn because he'd be good, but
yeah.
I think Bart Wood would be fun to watch handling
No,
you two.
Bartwood's one of my favorite refs. Bartwood's great.
See, I haven't looked through chat a little bit. Wait, people are actually here watching. We got 12 people checking this out. Yeah, I can't highlight the stuff in chat like Ryan does. I'm just on my phone right now, so I'm doing my
Yeah,
best. Phone and a tablet.
there you go.
Carolyn Looms all over the place. Whoa, 98. Looking strong, Meth Rollins. Thank you very much. Meth Rollins, I like that nickname. That's one of my favorites. So could be worse. Yeah. Oh, Kane says, is Ryan afraid if nightmare or something? I don't know what that means.
Is he afraid of Dan Schwartz?
Afraid if Dan Schwartz. Of Dan Schwartz. Yeah, I don't know why he would say that.
I don't think anybody's afraid of Dan Schwartz, to be honest.
Yeah, he's not a fearful person. He doesn't. I don't even think he tries to be
But
scared.
it's funny. His name's the Nightmare. That's what's funny. It's like
It's ironic, right? It's like a guy. It's like a big guy named Tiny, right?
yeah.
Am I going the knuckles up? I'm going to try to. I can't. I'm like 98% sure I can get there. I got to make sure I can get off work for the night because I can't try to make it the drive up and then come back and then work. That's too much. I wanted to do that with the last tournament for the 98, but I just couldn't swing it. So barring getting off work, heck yeah. thought Nanya cut his hair off. You got to slick back, huh?
Yeah. Got trimmed up on the sides there.
And call it. Oh man! So where was that? Not where was it, but what was that? Like a EDM fest you were at? What kind of festival were you at the Enchanted Forest?
It's not your regular EDM festival. It's
Okay.
Elements Music and Arts Festival, and it's run by the artists. Like a lot of these festivals are like run by companies, like corporations. They're especially now because it's a big money machine. So this is an independent show ran by artists for artists. So it's a lot more pure. You could say kind of underground. It's not mainstream, but they don't have like law enforcement there. Like they hire their own security with like bomb and like weapons dogs, but they don't like search you for other uh and it's like different kind of music. Like people think when you say EDM, they just think of cats and boots and cats, techno, and it's like they don't understand how much music has evolved. And like a lot of EDM now is like all the songs you love from like way back in the day, and it's just remixed, and like it's a DJ up there doing like DJ shit, and like pretty much making shit that you love already and putting a new twist on it, like making it more intense. And this is what it is for people to understand it. EDM music, it's like anything that has a climax. It's like a orgasm. It's like sex. You got the beat coming up, and like the anticipation, how it's gonna drop and everything. And when you really get into it, you connect with everybody in the crowd. Like when I'm looking around, like everybody is in tune, in sync, and it's powerful. It's a very powerful connection. Even like I brought my girlfriend, and she's never really been to one before, and she even said EDM music annoyed her before. And we're dancing in the middle of it. She looks at me and she's like, I get it. And she's like, she's looking around at all the people and how everybody's vibing. So I mean, that's the best way I can explain it. If you've never been, it's you can understand like how powerful we are, and like how when everybody connects with one specific thing, like especially compared to the humdrum digital technology enslaved life we live day to day. When you like go there and you're connecting in a tribal, like primordial way, it's very good for your soul, your health. I mean, it recharges me. Like I come back from it like, all right, let's go, let's get to work, like fully recharged.
Let's go escape for a weekend, man. I think it's great. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it. Everybody has their things. I think that's fun. No, I won't say it's something I turn on the radio in the car, but I can understand being able to go just hang out with a bunch of cool ass people and listen to some trippy ass music. And not even just trippy, like you said, it's even just like reminiscent
They'll
remix stuff,
have
stuff you
80s
know.
music.
I think that's cool.
They're remixing like all kinds of shit. Like check out Porter Robinson. Porter Robinson, like you probably like him. But yeah,
Night party,
it's
right?
evolved. Yeah, dude. Like I said, bro, it's great, man. It's a great time. But yeah, arm wrestling and festivals, dude. That's what keeps my spirits up. That's I'm 38 years old. Out of everything I
It's
found,
the community aspect, man. That's the best part of it. Go get around a bunch of like-minded people and enjoy yourself.
yep,
It's beautiful.
something that was lacking in my life for a long period, and get it going. It's good.
Let's see, I'll make sure. I can't see the waiting room to let anybody in if they're even wanting to come on. I don't know how you got on. I don't know if Ryan let you in or what the deal was there.
No, yeah, Ryan sent me the link.
Yeah, but I thought I sent it to a couple other people. I don't know if anybody else was jumping in.
Yeah, you can send it. I guess send it to Paul. Let him know I'm on here. He's been wanting fucking the call out. He told me go on some other show before his show. Here I am.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if he's watching. I'll bet you he responds to this tomorrow when he's on the buzz.
Yeah.
But no, I let him know we were going to be talking. Once we set up the chat, I let him know we'd be talking about he was going to answer his challenge. So
yeah, don't let him fool you guys either. Yo, he's in my DMs. We're talking. Like, he knows what time it is. He's putting on a show. He's putting on a show for y'all.
of
But
course,
he's always known what time it is.
from what I understand, one thing everybody wants to see. We need to see this match happen. That's one thing we can all agree on. Where it's going to go down is the question.
100%. He's got to get through Grondin first. When is that match supposed to be happening?
That's December 9th in Arizona.
December
So that
9th.
is before either arm wrestling, AW4, or Winter Blast. So,
Well, let's hope he beats Grondin, because if he beats Grondin, he ain't gonna have the match with me. He's gonna pull out. So we'll see what happens.
if he beats Grondin, he'll pull out?
Yeah, no, if Grondin beats him.
Oh, gotcha.
If you guys want to see this match, Grondin's definitely got to lose.
Well, I don't know. He just might have a newfound. Grondin's no slouch. He's been
I'm
hurt
not saying
every
what
time he's tried to pull him.
I said. That's why I'm saying he might beat him. That's why I'm actually acknowledging it.
It's not out of the question. I got to tell you. Everybody thinks this is just like a pushover match for Paul to win it easy. But, I mean, and I'm not just trying to tout my guy, because he doesn't believe in himself. But from where I'm sitting, man, he can give Paul some problems.
Anybody at that weight that can pull roundhouse kicks could pull something off. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
I don't think Paul has the coordination to throw a fucking any kind of kick. He can't even throw a steep kick.
I suppose, I don't know.
Paul is a spam overhand right, and well, I mean, I would say grab you, but he's too short to grab anybody, really. Actually, I don't know what he would. I don't know what he would do. Would he just go after your body? Like,
think he shoots for a single leg? I don't know.
That would be funny.
Low center of gravity, man, to pull some folk style out. He's supposedly trained under Matt Serra, so he might have some skills, bro. I don't know. Watch out.
No, you know who he could be like, if you remember Paul Harris. Remember Paul Harris back in the day? They used to call him Paul Harris. They kicked him out of UFC because he was a habitual heel hook submission guy. He'd grab your fucking feet and break them pretty much. But he was built like a fucking he was short and like juiced up. Like, imagine what's his name? Borlato Wagner. Like he's like a Wagner but shorter. Like the same kind of like energy. And like when the referee would come and stop the fight, like he wouldn't understand. Like he'd be like a pit bull that's latched on. So they kicked him out of the UFC because he kept mangling people's ankles. But yeah, I mean,
it's no good. You can't be wrecking careers.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got? Look up chat. Carolyn asked why did Paul wake up one day and hate on Nanya, Meth Rollins, and Ryan Grondin, or is it Enchanted Garden-esque? Now, Carolyn, he ain't gonna lie. He's admitted that he got a bit confused because there were just so many people that gave him shit when he entered the sport that he thought everybody that hated him was us, basically. But there was a lot of people that looked alike, so he got confused. But I think he's figured it out now that we're all on the same team. So I don't think there's any hate there. But man, he woke up feeling spicy one day, that's for sure.
He's a spicy Italia.
Shubich tried to get on, but it wouldn't work.
What up,
Shubich? Hit Grondin up, see if he can help you out. He got Nanya on for me, but he might be indisposed at the moment. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'll just like to throw this out there. If anybody does see this video, Viticel, shout out. Hey, you already know. But besides that, anybody wants to sponsor me, I am open for sponsorships. All right, going into this match, 100%. I plan on making a shirt and getting a shirt. So if you want to be sponsored on my shirt with all my crazy antics that are going to go viral, be captioned and TikToked all over the place, contact me. All right, Facebook, NON space YA right there. not only that, I'll go on shows. Like I'm good. Like anybody that knows me, any kind of product, especially if I like whatever it is. I mean, well, I'm gonna like it anyway if you're sponsoring me. So like, I talk shit up, and I don't shut the fuck up. People buy shit because I talk. I'm good at that shit.
Are
I've
you
been
on?
told
Do you have
my
any
life.
platforms that you're on? You want to plug your Instagram or YouTube or?
I just made an Instagram. I gotta see
Good.
what the fuck it is. But I'm about to start getting on YouTube and doing a channel and doing a show and shit. I'm gonna start doing all that. I should have started a while ago, but I've been busy with other shit. But I'm gonna be more proactive with
Well, a
social.
great time to start now, man. You could follow yourself along as you train for Paul Italia and the saga of how this all unfolds. You've got plenty of content, man. It's a great time to start your channel.
Yeah, you're right. You're
It's
right.
not
Yeah,
just you
first
doing
one.
pronation in your basement. You know what I mean? You're actually like you have something going on right now. So
Yeah. Yep.
great time.
In the dungeon. Mm.
So
Now,
what are you Nanya on Instagram?
um, I gotta check it, bro. I gotta check it when I
Okay.
come on shows again. I'm gonna start plugging that shit. But
Yeah, man, we'll get it all situated. Come back on the show Friday, and we can get all your socials out there so we can follow Nanya's journey to beat Paul Italia.
yeah, sounds good. You're definitely not the first. A lot of people have been telling me that lately.
Yeah, man, you
So
got to get out there, man.
no, I mean I tune on to like some of these shows, especially Evan's show. These boring ass fucking drunks, and I mean people are on there super chatting those fucking idiots. I'm way
Hey,
more than them, and I do more than just fucking sit around and drink beer and fucking talk shit about everybody else.
right. Well, perfect. Well, here's a great segue into Carolyn Looms' latest comment, or one of them. This is Nanya. How you training, bro? Can we see your gym?
Well, this is the gym right now. This is part of the gym. This is the downstairs section. Um, I have an upstairs section up yonder, up there. That's where all my pulleys and shit are. Pulleys and table, and I got shit outside on the deck. I have a deck gym, so I have the deck, the upstairs loft, and the downstairs here's a gym. I've always had a gym in every house I've lived in, even if it was a studio. I'd have something because I would prefer. I like going to the gym and working out in public. Like I actually, but it's like the hardest thing when you're doing a lot of other shit. Especially when you live far away, like you're not right down the street from a gym. That's 30 minutes back and forth. That's an hour out of your day. You got to go to the gym. And honestly, the way I operate, especially for arm wrestling is not something you just go to the gym one session to work out. Like I sit down and watch shows. Like I'll binge watch shows, and I'm like doing arm wrestling training. I'm on a band. Like I do long, slow shit for like hours, and we'll work out. Like I do it the right way. I do it like Devin, but I also do it like a Larry Wheels or some shit. Like I mix it up. Like I always worked out like I guess bodybuilder style or more like for like sport like athletic wise like with that in mind. But I just adapted to arm wrestling training where most of it is not you're not busting your CNS. This is a key to it. You're busting your CNS on certain workouts to advance and get stronger that way. But when you're arm wrestling training, you don't want to get your muscles too pumped up. You want to take long breaks in between. It's more like training for powerlifting. So you're training your tendons and ligaments, and it's a slow, steady thing. And a lot of people they don't have it in them to do that. They don't have the time or the patience. But my lifestyle, the way it is, I'm I won't sit down and watch a show or a movie. I'll be too antsy. But if like I'm sitting there doing my arm wrestling training shit, I can do both and be like, all right, I'm getting shit done. And you know what it does? Watching the shit will make me work out longer because I'll just like, damn, I've been doing this for 6 fucking hours. All right. And you just kind of get ingrained and addicted to doing it. I
Yeah, yeah.
haven't been on the I haven't been on the table a lot. The gains you see me making are honestly me working out in my dungeon solitary. That's how I'm making most of my gains.
Why no table time? Too far from practice, or just doesn't work with your schedule? What's going on?
It's been inconvenient to get down to Allentown.
Okay.
I've been trying to get a practice going up in this local area. Been trying to recruit new people, all that shit. But
So,
honestly, I can say this: I've been competing as much as I can, and I feel I'm more along the theory, and it's, I would say, not just a theory, proven just by results, because I had no other option. It's not that I chose to; it's that I really didn't have no other option. But I noticed that once I kind of got exiled from that team and I haven't been able to get practice like I have been, and I've just been training in my dungeons, like I know the movements I need to do. I get the concepts of arm wrestling. I do understand that I just need to be way fucking stronger, faster, smarter game plans, better setup. So a lot of these things, if you're smart enough, you can just you pretty much do on your own. But like again, I'm just been just getting stronger. I could use more table time. I would be better if I have it, but I can say this. I'm making great gains because without all the table time, I'm able to train way more. So being natural, I'm say compensating to train more like an enhanced athlete by not getting worn down by excessive trade or hardly any table training time. So I'm able to advance my strengths in all the lanes I need to do efficiently, and that's what I've been doing. Just wanted to throw it out there because that's the honest truth. Just so whatever
there's good
happens, like
too. Well, it
that's
definitely keeps you healthy because you're working out within your own self and your own style, and you're not you don't just get a weird strong guy on the table that jerks you around one day and twist your elbow up. So definitely a good way to make gains and steady gains, not just that I learned a new trick today or you know, uh, I learned a better setup. Like you're actually getting stronger every week. So that's good, man.
yep,
That's good. Definitely effective. And like I said, you're getting your experience at tournaments. You're pulling plenty. It's not like you're not arm wrestling tournaments, things like that.
yeah.
So very good, man. Very good. Sounds like training's working well. You got Paul. He's training like a madman. 2 workouts a day, all that stuff. This fancy gym. This is like Rocky against the Russian.
Yeah,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
Yeah, I would say I'm more like Mr. T right now.
Oh, I like that. Hungry,
Coming in
right?
like Mr. T.
Oh, pity the fool.
Mm-hmm. Mr. T energy.
Clubber Lang,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Coming for my reparations, Paul. Taking
Oh,
everything you
no.
work for. I'm taking all that clout you work for.
Now you come to Utica this Saturday. I'll get your hand game up from David Shuvich.
2 bits. Utica this Saturday. I'm gonna try to make that. I'm gonna try to make that. That might be
Nice.
hard. I'm gonna try to make that. I'm gonna try Shubich. You see.
Ron the Don says you and Paul Italia are secret business partners.
Nah. Are you kidding me? Us two fucking megalomaniacs? Like, come on now.
True.
Try.
True.
That would never work. That would never work. He tried. I'll say this. He tried. He tried to get me to understand him under his wing. Before all this, Paul was inviting me to come down to Florida and all this and train this and that. You wanted to feel like so, and then I hit him up with the fucking challenge, so he had to switch gears. But yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
No doubt. Well, I do want to throw it out there just because it's an elephant in the room that needs to be addressed. And I think it's the etiquette. When you get called out, you should come to the person that called you out. Likewise, you should follow that yourself. So I mean, technically, you called Paul out, so you should go to him. But Paul called out Ryan, so Paul should go to Ryan. So I think since Paul failed here, and Ryan is going to be the bigger man and just accept and go to Arizona, that's why this shouldn't happen at Travis Bajan's, and it should happen at Winter Blast. Just saying. But
That's a nice one, Josh. That's a good one.
But this is all fucked up, by the way. Everybody's got this wrong. Everybody in this call-out game right here in this little circle is fucking it up bad, and we got to get it fixed. But we're making do with what we got. But it's weird, and I need to
again,
throw that out.
in the spirit, I am trying to make magical AW4 event happen. I'm being a philanthropist here. All right, people aren't understanding this. All right, I'm throwing a big risk out there. That's a fucking lot of money. I'm doing this to make the event happen. I'm investing into this. All right,
I get that.
I am investing heavily.
I do. I totally understand that. Like I said, that's why I'm not going to necessarily try to snipe this match from AW, even though 98 and AW's had their beefs, but it's not the right thing to do. But I will offer a spot if that doesn't happen.
So I have shown. I came on the scene like Kotlau, like like this is big money. This is a big match. I'm throwing it out there. He threw these events, and I think he stopped throwing these events because like he spent a lot of money, and no one was really throwing some shit back, and maybe some people they did business with kind of didn't live up to their shit. Some Russian people. But Russians that lost their immigrant mentality once they came over to America and started fucking around with rednecks in fucking West Virginia. But I digress. Anywho, so Kotlau, I feel like he'll respect this, and I'm bringing money, risk, all this shit into it. So I'm investing, so therefore he can invest. And Robert Kelly screwed him over as well. I don't know all the specifics, but this is a sure bet thing coming down for a match that's going to be big. So that's why I'm doing it. No one else in that AW verse is making a match like this happen that's going to do that. So that's why I'm doing it. It's big risk, big reward, big like that. That's what makes it exciting too. It's not just. It makes it exciting if it was just me and Paul Italia for no fucking money. People are going to fucking love that. But like all of these things is what makes it big and exciting.
Absolutely.
And we need more competition.
You're bringing up AWU. I haven't heard of AWU in so long. You're bringing it up. Yeah, I didn't know about it. If it wasn't for you having this match, I'd have no clue. AWU was still rocking and rolling, man. I thought it died.
It's been like a nuclear fallout. The nuclear fallout, the people with the radiation. If you ever seen Planet of the Apes, I think it was 2 or 3, the original, when they're down there. But now we're bringing it back. But I'll say this: if you remember old school wrestling. If you remember when you had ECW, WCW, all right, WWF, when the competition was steep, that's when it was the most exciting. You need different organizations. You need different promoters. You need different Jim Cornette and these motherfuckers running around. So, like, I see Paul Italia and these other motherfuckers and this arm wrestling mafia, these motherfuckers trying to take shit over. No. I'm infusing the other, like, I like Kotlau. Kotlau's he's like Howard Stern. He's like Howard Stern combined with, like, Dana White. All right, like we need motherfuckers. Like we need more promoters and more rival things in arm wrestling, more money, more people that got money that are excited and bringing it into arm wrestling. So, hello, David.
What's up, buddy?
How are you?
I am doing really well. You should definitely come up though if you can swing it.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what's up.
It's a nice long drive, but
how far is that from Ithaca?
From Ithaca, it's about hour and a half. Okay. Hour and a half. Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I might be going to Ithaca Thursday. If I can bring that up, do some hiking around, possibly.
I just did hiking in Ithaca today at the
today
over there. Yeah.
Why don't you say anything?
Why did I say? I didn't know. I didn't know, bro. I didn't even know I was really going, but I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. I didn't know you were near Ithaca.
No, I'm like hour and a half. Well, Ithaca's probably 2 hours from my house, but
no. I was running up there to grab the dog. Somebody was watching a dog that lives up there.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a little bit of a hike to drive back up to Central New York 2 times in a week, but I think it'll be well worth it. I mean,
yeah, I'm see if I get up there. Like I said, I need me some table time.
Yeah, you'll have it there. You'll definitely get it there. Are you going to Knuckles Up, or you're just gonna show up and see how it falls on a day?
I don't even know about Knuckles Up. I don't get like these forums. Where do you guys get all this information from? Like, I don't get the newsletter.
Facebook.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
mainly just Facebook. But the thing is, like, they just did a whole update on the Knuckles Up event, and a whole bunch of guys that were supposed to come aren't going to be able to. So it's not as lucrative as it was before, unless you want to just, mingle with the riffraff that comes in, like possibly
Where's
Paul
that at?
Italia and Grondin. Long Island.
See, Dave Chafee's pulling. There's a
Long-
lot of changes recently too, though. Did you hear
A
about
lot of
that, Dave?
changes. Maybe way too many changes.
Yeah, they sounds like they weathered it pretty well and they found replacements, but man,
Yeah.
it's too much for me to even think about names and who all isn't in and who took over. It's a lot.
And it's
Gabby's
non-refundable
out,
too.
Sonev's out, Wagner's out. There's a lot.
Not Wagner.
Yeah. Oh well.
Who's the one I was happy to
I was
see?
really looking forward to
Chafee
it.
versus what's his name? Name's on tip of my tongue. Big guy. Did you see who that replacement is?
Jordan Sonev? Or now
Yes,
he's
Sonev's
against
out.
Kamil Jablonski.
Jablonski, yes.
Kamil Jablonski, yeah.
That's a cool replacement. I'm glad they found somebody quick like that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm impressed with how quickly they were able to gather themselves up.
Yeah, honestly, it
find
is.
good replacements. Really impressive. Man, I can't imagine just like what is all these all of a sudden cancellations.
Jablonski's a nice big press guy.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll be enough for Dave, but Dave's been hurting, so we'll see where Dave's injuries lie.
I hate pressing.
Yeah.
Pressing is fucking annoying. Stupid. People that press, stupid.
Oh, I've got one too. I never, like you said, I never really tried to get there. It was more a necessity.
Yeah.
Yeah, SB's pulling. Oh, is Cruz pulling Uncle John? Is that going to go down?
Who's he pulling? Who's he got? I think he might be pulling Uncle John Lefty.
Yeah.
On the show,
yes.
Uncle John was talking about taking a match with Cruz Lefty. He'll even do it for free as long as he has a way to get there. But yeah.
Yeah, Lucas says High Five Crew is like the kid in Paperboy. Everything coming at him. Oh, Paul Italia's in the chat. Did this dude find his balls and accept? Well, no, he lost his balls with respect to September 26th or whatever it is. That's a no-go. He's out of town. Cannot do that date. But the initial plan is still there. He still wants to pull you AW4. He says it's going to be a huge to-do. Elite guys, all the stuff.
Bigger than AW3. We will even. This is the
Wasn't
idea.
Kurdetcha at AW3?
To keep the referee, yeah, bigger than AW. Of course, you always got to go bigger and better as you progress.
Wasn't Alex Kurdetcha there?
Yes, he was.
Okay, I thought so. I thought you guys had some big guys at that.
Yeah, Artem was
Are
there.
you guys going to be at a bigger garage?
Derek was there. It's not going to be at a garage. It's going to be the same venue it was AW3. Triple Tap.
Oh, I was going to say you guys should probably go for a 2-car garage, a 3-car garage.
AW 3.5 was
dealership.
ran by us. AW 3.5 is 3.5 for a reason because it was ran by us fucking Whack Pack members to entice Kotlau to come back. And along with the Paul Italia match, that's what we're doing. And we're making it happen. So Kotlau's already securing the venue. All right. And the
Paul
date,
says that's not official.
it's about to be official. Paul, come on the show.
Pause.
Let's charge this phone.
Yeah, I don't know. Dave, I'm not on a computer. Can you let people in, or did Ryan have to let you in? How we doing? How we janking this up tonight?
I hit the link in the chat to get on, and I don't think I was given like any kind of admin position.
Okay, so it's just letting everybody on that wants on from the link in chat.
Possibly.
Awesome. Free for all.
I don't think that's too much an issue.
Ryan might be
with our
able to
11
at least
viewers.
monitor what's it called? Coming in and out. Well, we can't run forever. He can't be up too late, so we're gonna have to call this probably. I want to give it, what is it, 11:20? At midnight we gotta call this. But I think we could probably wrap this up in like half an hour or so, to be honest. Especially if we can get Paul on here to say his piece, that'd be good.
Maybe Ryan's managing it because somebody from the YouTube channel put it out in the chat, or was that you?
Ryan might be managing. I know Carolyn just put it out, but I know Ryan's doing some stuff. But because he let you and Nanya on.
So the idea I propose to make sure the referee is fairly picked is we each person we pick like a few different referees. We see what referees want to do it, who agrees to it, and we draw them out of a hat. Keep it completely fair. This way, no one actually picks the referee. We let
out of a cowboy hat.
What better? Well, that's a great idea. Yep, have a cowboy.
A nice 10-gallon.
Yo, you know what's funny? Paul was talking shit about me and my enchanted forest and unicorns and shit. And like, Paul, you got some nerve with your fucking style, with your fucking fur jackets and your fucking cowboy hat. Be talking about me with a tie-dye hat. It's like, bro, I was wearing an Assassin's Creed cape I was gifted, bitch. Get that fucking gay cowboy hat out of here. Got
we should do a fashion show and an arm wrestling match. Walk off. Walk off followed by arm wrestling match.
Yo, I'm wearing my cape. I'm wearing my cape. I'm wearing my fucking wizard warlock cape to the match. I'm gonna fucking spit water up in the air like Triple H. That's a fucking
TJ21 asked Nanya, you pulling Winter Blast Semi-Pro 198?
I think he's trying to get down, right? To 176s.
Who is that? What?
Somebody named TJ21. I'm not sure who this is. Says Nanya, are you going to pull Winter Blast Semi-Pro 198s?
198s Winter Blast. Well, I won't be pulling 176 because I'm pulling juiced up fucking Italia. So I definitely will be pulling 198. My plans for 176 are on the back burner. I'm 191 right now, and I'm gonna be start eating more.
Hey Paul, the link is in chat, like 5 spots above. Carolyn just posted it.
Paul's trying to control everything. You can't. You can say all you want, but
Ryan
he
is
wants to have it at his event with his boy he does business with. Pick a referee, his boy. He wants to pick his boy, his referee, Scott Wynn. Fuck out of here. Want to create a situation. Scott Wynn up there and Paul, they're homies. They're going to be against me. And they're going to try to label me some like Dabo shit. And I swear, if Scott Wynn fucking even looks at me, like, nah, I'm not. No. We're not going to have that. We have, no. In that case, that's crazy.
All this sounds like
is having Tim Breslin.
We need Bart Wood to handle this thing at Winter Blast.
Yeah, Bart Wood is really the only one that can really handle this efficiently, I think.
I'm not sure how
hopefully Paul can make it in here.
But I know as a puller, he doesn't like when people slip out. He sees it as like a pussy move. So if you go into your flat press, I don't know if he's going to do a whole intentional slip thing or whatever rules you guys agree upon.
Well, we can make a rule that all slips go to stretch.
It turned your shit down, Paul. Yeah,
it's got the surround sound pumping.
Echo.
Yeah. There you go.
What's up? What's up?
Happening.
What's going
How you
on?
doing, Paulie?
Oh, I am so ready for you, bro. Did you get some balls? Did they drop? Did we
Bro,
accept?
my balls, when I lay down, my left ball touches my asshole, bro. So, I mean, does that answer your question?
So September 23rd, Travis Bajans, West Virginia.
Nah, bro. That wasn't. It was AW4. We've already been over this. And also, why would it be at your homie who you do business with, Travis? All right, who's notorious a shady businessman. All right, and you're of course a shady businessman. And then you're gonna have your homie Scott Wynn as the ref, bro. Maybe that shit you pulled that shit off with Grondin with muscling him around to get your way, but that ain't gonna work with me, dude. I'm not throwing up that much money, and you gonna be controlling everything. You're out of your fucking mind, bro.
All right, so this is the
You for way
problem.
too hard.
Yo,
If, like,
guys,
you think that's realistic.
this is the only problem with AWU, bro, is that last one I just seen in a garage. Listen,
That wasn't
well,
cop out.
hold on. There was no official referees. Listen, bro, we
I
are
already
two
heard this.
ticking time bombs. We get in the same room together,
I know.
it's gonna get fucking wild, bro. So I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, we need official refs that know how to control a situation.
Yes.
Your people that were there that day, bro, aren't controlling shit, dog.
Paul. Okay. So AW 3.5 is 3.5 for a reason. It was ran by Wade and us. Kotlau had nothing to do with it. AW4 will be like AW3, except, like I said, I proposed this idea. We select a few different refs and we select it out of a hat. Multiple draw. Neither you or I can pick which fucking ref it's gonna be. All right, this shit's a lot of money. There can't be any kind of rigged setup, fucking nothing going on. So being at AW is fine. We're gonna have the referee be fair. I'm fine with Bart Wood if we get him down there. That would be great to happen. I'm perfectly fine with that. But as far as either one of us picking a ref, that's not fair. That's not
All right,
fair.
so this
Especially
is
when
what it.
I know who the
This is
fuck
what it
Scott
is,
Wynn is
bro.
to you.
I need 24 hours to think, man. I'm gonna come back with my answer on the Arm Wrestling Buzz tomorrow night. I just need to think this all over so I understand where you're coming from and where you want it to go down. And then I'm gonna come back where I want it to go down, and we're gonna come to a median. But the way it looks like, I understand your problem now. You don't want it at Travis Bajans because you feel like that's my partner. I don't want it at AWU because I don't feel like there's gonna be control, and that's your partner. So let me think this over. We'll come to terms tomorrow. Be by when we're got the Arm Wrestling Buzz on. We'll throw you on, and we'll figure this shit out.
All
Yo,
right.
Josh, I thank you for helping us out, getting Anya on here,
Yeah, my pleasure.
kind of being a mediator. I really appreciate that. Thank you, 98. And I definitely I got some ideas, and I'm gonna throw them out there tomorrow. So everybody tune in, guys.
I'll
Hey,
definitely tune
look at
in.
these twig arms, Paul. Look at these twig arms right here. Look at those twig arms, bro.
I'll breathe,
Bro, you
Paul.
have no
Pass it.
idea what the fuck is coming, bro. Like none. Bro, you really don't, bro. You have no clue. Yo,
I have a slight
the
idea.
trend is in right now. Just the second you call me out, I'm just injecting it every
Bro, I see it in
second
your
of the fucking
face, bro.
day,
You're turning the Planet of the Apes. I see it in your face. You're turning the Planet of the Apes. Straight up, bro.
Bro, be scared, my man. Be scared. It's coming.
All right.
All right, later, guys.
Later on, Paul. Thanks
Later,
for coming
Paul.
on. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy, indeed. Damn, bro. He is. Go look at the old videos of Paul Italia standing next to my guy Yellow Scared back in the day. His nose, his head's grown like Joe Rogan, but he's looking more like a monkey. I mean, he kind of looked like a pirate monkey, but he's looking more like a chimp now. Bro, Paul Italia's got a black man's nose now, bro. That's a black man's nose right now.
Just went down to
sink in.
two
Hey,
watching.
it's fine. I didn't say Jewish nose. That would be bad for YouTube. I didn't say Jewish. That would be racist.
That was good. There we go. Well, I guess we get more of an answer tomorrow on the Arm Wrestling Buzz. We've gotten stalemated so far. No agreement yet.
No
Yeah,
compromise.
I kind of have a feeling where Paul is going to go with this tomorrow. I think it's already been foreshadowed.
Seems that way.
Yes. It
David
would seem
Marr.
that way, wouldn't it?
Well,
Hey Nanya, do you think that Paulie would drown if you made him swim with Josh Berger's fishes?
I mean, it would be hard. Because you know that even though no matter how big he gets with his muscles, he's still got a little heart to pump all that blood. And I'm gonna, when I hold him center one of those rounds, I'm gonna address how too much of a good thing is a bad thing, and give him a lesson on blood flow and endurance. That's what I'm gonna do. And heart rate, energy expended. Because see, I don't expend energy when I'm exuding energy. I'm like fucking drawing it in, making it a thing. I look at
Interesting.
him and the way he arm wrestles, it looks like
orbits.
he tries too hard, and it's something that drains him. So I'll exploit that as well.
I don't know, man.
Like I said,
He's looking kind of
this is gonna be
scary.
Mirko Krokop. This is gonna be Mirko Krokop against Wanderlei Silva. Mirko
He's looking
Krokop.
kind of scary. He had that video with Bob Brown today, and Bob's like, "Dude, I have like nothing to show you besides this one thing." He's got that full hand top roll. You got to watch out, buddy.
Well, when you go around and you fucking buy arm wrestlers dinners and hookers and pay them money and shit, and you're a fanboy, like, you know, people tend to be nice.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
And you know, Bob Brown's not a slow poker. When I say slow poker, you don't gotta be fast. There's a thing with ready go that's like a timing and a poise and a posture. It's not even about being fast. Ready go arm wrestling is totally different than practicing. I suck at practice. Arm wrestling. I hesitate. I'm like, wait a minute, am I gonna go too hard and hurt you, or what are we doing? You get
it's a
somebody
whole
where you
different
match
thing.
up good, huh?
Yeah, it is a whole different thing. The ready goes versus arm wrestling.
I never in practice, unless somebody's going and giving a ready go. Like in practice, I'm never, unless I'm hitting. Like I'm not arm wrestling. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah. Most of the time we spend just like things that we don't really do in a tournament anyway. Like stuff when it slows down, it's important to know where to transition because you're doing it all in slow motion with some kind of pressure. It's got its value.
And how fucking old is Bob
good.
Brown? I know he's great and everything, and fucking stem cells out the wazoo. But how old is he?
Probably 60s or sub 60, approaching.
Yeah, I'm 38. My fucking sciatica and back be fucking killing me, especially after dancing erotically all these days. So I imagine if I had one fucking leg, my fucking back would be like, you know, I don't know. I see big, gigantic, obese people in Walmart or just slugging around anywhere, and I look at them, and I'll turn to somebody, and I'm like, they don't look like their back hurts them right now. I don't see them holding their back or wincing. They're just sloshing around, and I'm like, how the fuck doesn't their back hurt them? Why does my back hurt me? You ever see that? And does that annoy you? If like, I don't know, like you need like.
I don't know. I feel like if I see anyone like morbidly obese, they do look like they're in pain, just like heaving and hoeing, throwing their leg forward, not like walking with control, but just throwing the leg forward.
What about Bam Bam Bigelow?
That's what I see at my Walmarts.
You remember Bam Bam Bigelow?
No.
Beast from the East? He's a 450-pound wrestler back in the day that used to do backflips off the top rope.
Yeah. I missed the whole the wrestling craze. I wasn't around for that.
Asbury Park, New Jersey. Bam Bam Bigelow. But yeah,
I don't know. Wrestling bears in Russia. It's the entertainment he got.
No, certain big fat people are like giants. They got Nephilim genetics or something. I don't know. They just because I don't know. Look at me like, how do your bones support all that? Like just jumping around and moving around.
Carolyn Looms asked Nanya, "What's your North American ranking right now?"
I have no fucking idea.
Right.
I don't even know what the sites are to go to. None of that nerd shit. I know they
probably look up the airs, see where he's ranked, where he's rated.
Got that going on, but like, you know, I don't even look because I know it's not far. I I don't think I even got double digits in like anything that matters. Most of it's amateur and semi-pro. I won't even bother looking or caring about it until I'm like competing pro consistently.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. So yeah, I've only competed pro one time. I only have one pro win over Mike Hawks. It's a good pro win to have, but that's the only one I got. So got a bunch of semi-pro ones, but that doesn't really matter. People hate on semi-pro more than amateur. Honestly, I think more when you say semi-pro, people are like, semi-pro, who the fuck you, asshole. It's like, whoa, it'd be better if I said amateur. Some people, it's like the King's move. Some people like look at semi-pro like the King's move. They're like, go fuck yourself. It means nothing. For real.
No, there has to be an intermediate class. People are gonna hate no matter what. There has to be though.
Especially up here. Especially up here. You know, we have the numbers for that.
So you doing that? And I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, you got all these pros staying in amateur anyway. All right. Fucking David has one on his team. Fucking staying in amateur, collecting all these medals and shit.
Semi-pro fixes that. It really does.
Wait, which one? Call him out.
You already called out. Fucking your homie. Fucking gray-haired man. Gray-haired
name.
With
Say his name.
David, what is it, Sinclair or some shit? The fuck's his name?
No, not Sinclair.
David.
Say his name.
David Seaton.
David Seaton, yeah. Well, he's new. He's also like only like a year into.
I heard he was arm wrestling for like 4 fucking years or something.
No. He's only going on his second year. I promise you.
I guess it's just he's got gray hair. People like he's been arm wrestling. All right.
He's been arm wrestling a lot.
Okay,
that's for sure. He's hitting up a lot of tournaments.
I've seen him before too. Like I seen him in like other videos and shit before. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, he shows up. He shows up to events and whatnot. He definitely pulls a lot. He gets around, but it's only been a year and a half, going on 2 years now.
Right.
And he's just trying to pull as many classes as possible. So he's doing masters, amateurs, semi-pros because it feels like he's up for the semi-pro.
Hey, I'll put it out here. David Seaton, I'll pull him at Winter Blast. It's good, Seaton.
Okay. Yeah, because he was wondering. He messaged me saying, "Nanyo's on to bigger and better things," and I'm like, I think he's still
I still want that.
Thinking about you.
Yeah. Tell him we could do right and left hand super match, battle royale at Winter Blast.
Exciting.
Double
I'll let him know.
Yeah.
Come to Utica. Come find out where he's at. Play around with his hand a little bit.
That's what she said.
And then come Winter Blast. Come Winter Blast, you guys can be enemies again. Or still.
Yeah. I know enemies. I look at it like we're friendly rivals.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys had a good back and forth.
But he better know I'm not gonna be coming with some flop bullshit this time. I'm warning him right now.
He didn't like that anyway. He'd prefer you to do something else.
Yeah.
While I'm thinking about it, get them likes up in chat. We only got 3 likes.
Fucking likes up, you dirty heathen.
9 people watching. 6 of you motherfuckers are slacking.
Son of a bitch. And be sharing this shit too. God damn. Somebody super chat and get Josh Berger a faux soup or something.
Bought me some fish food.
Dude, your house looks huge. Are you sure not throwing around Italian money?
I mean, it is huge, but it needs work. It's got electrical work. I'm trying to sell it, dude. I'm trying to get the fuck out of this area. This area sucks. Everything's far away. All the jobs suck. Nobody wants to pay anything. It's a black hole. Northeastern Pennsylvania. The weather sucks. It's going to only get more humid and rain more. It's becoming like Seattle as far as weather here. It's always overcast. I fucking hate it here. I should be somewhere tropical, Shubich. All right? I'm supposed to be somewhere tropical.
No, that's too far away from us. That's too far away. Tropical is way down under.
At least South Carolina. Give me South Carolina. That's tropical enough.
That's hot, though.
I like it hot.
In the summer,
I want dry heat. I don't want it humid, though. I want dry heat.
You ain't not in South Carolina. You're in the mountains.
Too many
bugs.
You want some Arizona action. I don't like mosquitoes.
You want some Arizona, some North
Yeah.
of
Yeah, but too
California
many.
or
It's
something.
all tweakers and cartel in Arizona and shit, and Breaking Bad shit going on. I don't want to be down there. I mean, someone will kill me.
Yeah, and they don't even have
I get in an
water.
argument with somebody at a fucking grocery store, and they'll fucking shank me. No,
You
thank
need to live on like an Indian reservation and eat peyote.
Nah. Again, they'll kill me. They'll kill me, Burger. Yeah. Certain locations I can't live.
Yeah, I don't know, buddy.
Just ride the snake,
With your
man.
vernacular, you probably can't even live in Philadelphia.
Dude. Philly is like the worst place, bro. Those people. Oh my God. Grondin's from around there. And I mean, they're just ingrates. They burn their city whether their team wins or loses. And and they're just they're ridiculous. I'm very judgmental of rabid sports fans. I think they're the stupidest, most ridiculous people on earth. And Philly represents like I'm pretty sure they're like they're top 5 in the world of like most rabid, stupid sports fans.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't.
then you don't want to be anywhere tropical with their soccer and shit. They'll raise a town for their shit losing.
We got a super chat from Carolyn Looms, $2. Nanya,
Ain't
did you send this link to every AWU person?
No, I didn't send it to nobody.
Oh.
Nobody. I wouldn't.
David Marr coming in big with a $10 super chat. What is going on? For the fishes. Thank you, David Marr. Hashtag 98, hashtag FTG, hashtag ropes.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Burger.
I'll buy them more freeze-dried brine shrimp as a treat.
Okay. Nanya, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Gay son or whore daughter?
Well, I don't have a daughter, but I could have a daughter in the future. And I would say whore daughter because my son needs to he needs to be the responsible one and pass on the lineage. He's my son, ultimately because he's a boy, he would be more important. And just for legacy purposes. And the whore daughter could come back from being a whore and realize her sins and whatnot, and the son can keep her in line too. So we can always work on that and fix that. And the gay son,
answer. I like it.
Able to do nothing about that.
I like that answer. That's very based.
Yeah.
I think all can agree.
Yeah.
Carolyn, what do you think?
I would say something else to go along with that, but that would be very sexist of me, and I wouldn't disrespect women, but
we're all friends here. We're all friends.
There are certain things that are more in tune with nature and more natural sense of things, and they're demonized by society. But that's all I gotta say about that. Some things are more unnatural, and some things are more natural to be a certain way.
Okay.
That's very political correct answer right there.
Yeah, I know. I'll hear more at practice.
Yes.
Whenever that happens. Whenever it comes. No pressure.
Trust me. I'm gonna try to get up there Saturday. What time? Send me all the deets. Send me the address so I don't forget. Text it to me. Message me on the thing.
Yeah.
I have the address.
Yeah, I'll probably just hit you up as the day nears because I already sent you everything, like the address and the times in the messenger. I'll just hit you back up.
Word.
See if it works.
Because I got good long-term memory, but my short-term memory be fucking up a lot lately. So.
Yeah. Do you take a good month or anything or any time off of say recreational substances just to kind of let your brain settle back in, or you just
no, I
blast?
only do the recreational. I only do them when I go somewhere where it's like this is where you do them. I don't do them at home or in my regular day-to-day life.
Okay.
That's like a what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Makes sense. What's
No,
next
that's
for the
more.
burger?
That's more. The short-term memory shit is more from smoking weed. Honestly, like, I mean,
Oh
like if I
man,
just smoke, it's going to room. What the fuck was I getting? What the fuck was I getting in this room? Like, shit like that.
I get that every time it comes to the fridge.
There was some event going on, and other shit, and I forget. Yeah, yeah. But like I remember a bunch
what's
of other
next for
shit. Like
me
I
is just
just
trying to
don't
get this
remember. So
match
it's not
going,
like I'm
man.
losing my shit. Well, I mean, it's gonna happen, right? Like he already knows. There's no better dance partner for Italia right now that matches up. All right, and it is like a 50. Like you don't really know which way it's gonna go. So it's the best match to happen. So it's
I mean,
gonna
he
happen.
says he's gonna just forget about it if like you don't meet his terms, but I don't think he'll ever
He's,
forget you. You're still gonna be chirping him as the days go on, as the
he can't
months go
escape
on, as
me.
the
I'm not
years go
going
on.
nowhere. I'm not going nowhere.
Exactly.
I'm like if you know me and you see me around, all right, like I'm not going nowhere, and like I'm gonna show up. There's one way or another. Like the people, like he's a businessman. The people will demand this. All right,
Yeah,
that's how it works. It's beyond me and him now. It's beyond me and him now. All right, so
I agree.
yes.
About the
Well,
sport.
on that note, I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gonna
It's
go take
about
a
that.
nice hot bath. I didn't get to take my bath yet from get all these festival germs off me officially. I've only taken a shower, so can soak Epsom salts.
Joy.
Do you get
Yeah,
tested after events? Or you
tested after what events?
like after like your raves and shit?
Get tested where? What do
Like
you
at
mean
the
for
clinic.
STDs?
For STDs,
Nah,
yeah,
dude,
buddy.
Like a pap
I'm not
smear.
fucking strangers, bro. I'm not fucking strangers at these events. Like I went there with my girl.
Boring. All right, let's get this guy out of here.
But yeah, and if I was all them kids out there, use condoms, use protection. All right.
Use the press.
Yes. And yo, it's crazy shit, man. Talking about that. You talking about sons before, by the way? You asked that question. My son just is no longer a virgin. I beat him by a year, but yeah. When I was at the festival, he called me. It was the night before, and he told me he got a blowjob. I was like, right on. And the next day, and it was some chick he met at the fair. She looks like little Pocahontas. I was like, right on, dude. Met her
You're
at the
good with
fair.
penicillin.
Yeah.
No, he was like, he wore a condom and shit, all that shit. I was telling him before. He
So
was
you
telling me
colonized
like the
her?
date. He was telling me the date was near, and he had like two other girls where it was like it didn't work out, and like, but he was
Does a
he was
blowjob with a condom even count?
A
huh?
blowjob with a condom?
No, he. I don't think he used a condom to get a blowjob. I don't think he's retarded. I think he used it. It's like, yeah, I think he asked me, and I pretty much told him like, yeah, a girl that age, you really don't got to worry about nothing. It's like the condom, it doesn't work. Yeah, I gave him that pep talk. He was educated going in there.
Yeah. Well,
Man,
shout
now.
out to him for colonizing Pocahontas.
Yeah,
Boy.
there you go. All right, later, guys.
All right, take
Yeah,
care,
man.
buddy. All right.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Solid stream. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Good little quickie. Just fun. So what's next for David Shubich?
Let's see. Next, we got practice on Saturday. We have the Knuckles Up event on the 26th. Hoping to learn a lot more from a whole bunch of other dudes. At the last event I was at the 98 VFW thing, got some good advice from some old heads.
Yeah.
From some newer guys, from guys that don't compete anymore but are smart. Like one Josh Vinicor.
Yeah.
He should definitely
very
get back
smart
into
fellow.
pulling. Very smart guy. He gave me a lot of good feedback.
Strong, kid.
Yeah, so hopefully with all that information I'll go on to newer and better rankings and placings and whatnot. So
Yes.
hopefully that's what's next for me.
Your way out of the 98.
Yeah. Hopefully. That's where we're trying to get. That's where we're trying to get.
Excellent.
Yeah. But other than that, as far as an event, it will be the New York State Championships at the New York State Fair on September 3rd.
Very cool.
And then soon after that, I get back to work.
That's right. Coaching volleyball still?
I will be coaching volleyball still and hoping for a better season. It's a new program,
Okay.
new girls.
Same age?
Same age.
Okay.
Same age. But
All right.
hey,
you know what
we're
to
here to develop. We're here to develop, put our time in. It's going to be from the ground up. It can't just come into a winning program, but
Right.
put the
Well,
time in
build
just
it.
like we do here.
Excellent. Well, sounds like you have the end of your summer planned out.
Yeah, full schedule. Have a
Sir.
lot going on.
Yes. Good shit. Yeah, I've just got to possibly make it to the high five thing. That'd be really good. But
Mm-hmm.
and after that, it's we've got October. Isn't that what's it called? TJ Foley's
Armageddon.
Armageddon's
coming up, yeah.
So
A
that's
little
there.
way out of my way, so you'll have to hold
It is a
down for
hike,
us
yeah.
there.
That's like 7 hours for you probably or something.
Yeah.
That's a long one.
Something unsexy like that.
Wait, that's weird. Dave Shell didn't chime in and go, actually, from Dave Shell to TJ Foley, it's 6 hours and 15 minutes if you avoid tolls. That was weird. That was like PTSD, waiting to get corrected on the amount of time I gave. But cool, man. Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't expect you to make that one. But I'll sort of make that. And then we have the domestic disturbance. I forget the date on it, though. It's a 98 event.
Oh, is it already gonna be you guys have a date, you just don't remember it?
Yes.
Got a deal? Okay.
But maybe we don't have a date. That's why I don't remember it. I could be off on that. I'm thinking we had a date and I don't have one yet.
Hopefully it's a November tournament. I could probably make something in November.
Yeah, I think it is actually.
Okay.
That'd be good. Little
We have
rest
a pretty
after
local
the
one
high
here in December, and yeah, if I could just hit like a tournament a month, I'm happy.
Yeah. Like one more before the turn of the year. That'd be good.
Yeah. What'd you think of the post I put up on the 98 page the other night?
Oh, the one about shoot, what was it? You said it too fast. Refresh me.
It was just my rant about people that are
Yes, that was good. Just about
the steroids instead of
fight through the roids and do your best anyway. Yeah. I love it because I'm that guy. I don't juice up. That's kind of why I stayed light, thinking it would save me, but nah, the little guy's juice too.
They're everywhere.
It's everywhere. Yeah, you can see it and smell it, but it doesn't stop you. It doesn't make you. All right, might make your road a little bumpier, man, but don't stop.
Yeah. I just just because I'm finally like competing, I take a couple months off, like in the middle of summer or like the spring season to try to get strong, and towards the back end of the year I'm trying to compete more. And just like seeing all these dudes around just being discouraged or just saying, oh, just because this guy is on stuff or they think they are on stuff, that's the only reason why they're not winning. But like you asked them, like what are you doing to improve yourself besides coming to tournaments or doing the weekly practice? They're not doing anything much different.
Right.
They're just kind of going based off feel, which isn't the worst thing, but you need some direction if you want to have a leg up on another guy.
Step up that extra level, right?
We're not all Brzenk or whomever just gets to stroll in and use a little bit of stimulus to get a lot of growth. That's not everybody. Yeah.
Right. Well, I know even for me, I'm going to have to step my game up big time in the gym to gain weight and get to the level that I need to be the right weight. I'm just doing the skate by shit now, and I'm pulling underweight, and that's doing me a disservice. I can't expect to be number one if I'm not doing everything extra, all the little things that you're talking about. You've got to put the extra effort in, especially if you're natty.
Especially.
I'm with it. Yeah, I loved it, man. I gave you a like, maybe even a heart. I think I hearted it, actually. That's how much I liked it. I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just like I've been scrolling through the Facebook, and I just see like the upteenth post about steroids in arm wrestling, steroids in any sport. Like literally, it's just annoying at this point. And like if you're just gonna bitch about it, like it's not gonna
even if you do test and all that stuff, it's just gonna be who can cheat the best. Who can cheat the test. They're still gonna use, and and if they do stop, they used for the past 15, 20 years,
Mhm.
and they have all the residual gains from the juice.
Yeah. And those guys want to compete too. Like, what are you going to do about it? The only thing you can do is create your own league. And then how tough is that with people just creating their own tournaments and having barely anybody show up? Imagine your own league where you have like 3 natural dudes and everybody else wants to not wallop on those guys and want to test themselves against guys that are much stronger.
It's going to look like natural bodybuilding.
Yeah. And it's just dwindling down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to see it? Not to be a dick, but it doesn't
No.
look that good. Like,
It
but just
only
skinny
really
guys,
looks good when
well,
people.
skinny guys, really.
That's a perfect analogy for it, because I follow bodybuilding, like, and it's way more impressive when somebody goes into an untested show and does well as a natural. Like, they always do their warm-up show at a natural show, and then they go into the NPC and then see where the cards fall with the guys that aren't tested. And so much more interesting, and it's a bigger show because, yeah, brings all the eyes to the sport there.
That's right. All the freaks.
Yeah. That's kind of
What you're there
exciting.
to see.
Paul
You're there to
Italia was
see-
just pinning, and then he's just getting on the show. That's awesome. If that's true.
Who's that?
If he was just pinning.
Yeah, I wonder. How
Yeah.
jacked up and trend up.
I love it. I love it.
I believe it, man. He looked pretty wound up, didn't he?
He sure did.
It's like about to pop, like just like veins and everything turning red. Never seen that shade of red. Love it.
I don't know. Grondin messaged me something during the show while Paul was on. He was saying that after watching that video of Bob, Ron's feeling even more confident.
I bet.
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing because it was, yeah, it wasn't, yeah. I don't want to say too much because
Yeah.
just don't want to say too much. You know what I mean?
I don't know where they'll fall. I don't know how strong they are. I guess we'll find out at Knuckles Up.
Yeah, because
if I ever grip up. But
oh, that'll be interesting. But I wonder if Ryan will just be like limp wrist with him and like not act like that's Ryan's style to like fuck around and like,
yeah.
I don't know. I wonder how he'll be, or if he'll just be like take him by the wrist.
I don't know. Paul looks like a guy that'll he'll be really rigid in the setup though. I don't know if you could get too much like until the go happens. Like, I've gripped up against dudes in tournaments like where they're super rigid in the setup, but then the go happens and all that rigidity was just kind of peacocking in a way.
Right, yeah.
Like maybe they were giving away too many cards.
Right.
You know,
Well,
they
plus
made
they're probably
themselves out to be a
loading
threat
the
that they
direction they
aren't.
want to go.
Uh-huh.
They're like this loading. Oh, I'm going to go backwards. Then they go backwards. It's like, blah, and then their hand just dumps. You know, or it's hard to tell. But I think a lot of times guys that are really stiff like that, they're loading the wrong direction. They're kind of loading the way they're gonna go, and you can't like load sideways and then hit like
Mm-hmm.
You either got to kind of ghost load or at least or load opposite or load back to go sideways or or back to go to shoot forward. You got to kind of opposite.
Chris Myers was talking about that when he used to pull in I think it was overseas. He talked about the like international athletes doing that a lot, especially he would say the Russians, they would do like a counter load, push into you but actually explode backwards, and they would do it on purpose, messing with you, messing around, and it worked for them.
Yeah, when all I had was my flop, I would load way high, like I'm going to top roll people, and then I didn't really do it on purpose because I just kind of just would set people up to think I'm going to go outside, and then I would shoot in. But turns out it's kind of more scientific than that, where you loading counter to where you're moving is beneficial. But
there is definitely.
I kind of did it on accident.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, we got 2 minutes till 12. You want to wrap it up here?
Short and
sweet.
I think you probably should. That way, Ryan can get some sleep if he has to shut this off. So,
that
was a lot of fun, though, guys.
For sure.
Everybody in chat. Ever since Levi said, "What's up? What's up, Levi? We're getting off there, buddy. Came in too late." But,
all right, buddy.
All right, guys,
Till Friday.
Yep, we'll see you then. 98.